Good morning. Good morning. Just pulled out the red line and I thought, oh no, I'll put the camera on for a bit. Overnighted in the camera? No, I didn't overnight in the camera. What do you think I am? I overnighted in the red line last night because I was absolutely... There's a light. Yeah. I was absolutely knackered. And I thought to myself, you know, I'd done over 12 hours. I started at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm pulling over, so I did. So this morning, we're on the lookout for a black saloon car.
After 300 feet, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, M1, towards the south, then take the motorway.
And why are you looking for a black saloon car, I hear you ask? I'm looking for a black saloon car because they're the dirty, thieving, robbing bastards that tried to break in, broke into my fucking container last night. Not last night, the night before even. So for those of you that haven't watched yesterday's video of what little I recorded, because it is, I don't know what's going on. I haven't got the grips with this camera yet, I've got to be honest. I'm not using it to its full potential. I need to sort of sit down and have a proper play with it. And hopefully I'll get some half decent stuff cobbled together. Well, something cobbled together. And I pulled into. I was coming out the A43 yesterday night. I was on the docks at 1 o'clock yesterday. Pulled into a lay-by. I needed a pee. Before I had a pee, I thought, I know what I need to do before I forget, because I was going to pull into the red line and have a 45 in there, but I was so desperate for a pee, I thought I can't even wait till I get to the red line. I pull in. So I pulled in and I got out and I put me container, what they call a container lock, which is it's like a crook lock. It goes between the bars on the back of the container and it stops the doors from being opened. Well, sort of. I'll come on to that in a minute. So I stopped, put the container lock, went back in, climbed back into the truck. Now I don't pee on the side of the road in lay-bys because it's not nice to pull up in a lay-by and have it stinking of piss. I hate that. So what I always do is I pee into a Lenore bottle. I've got a couple of Lenore bottles on board. So I pee into one of those, and then when I get to a toilet, I go walk in with it and I empty it out. I'll get some strange looks, but I don't. For those who follow me should know that I really don't care what strange looks I get. I'm a big fat hairy bloke. You know, I get strange looks anyway. Let alone walking in with a Lenore bottle in my hand. So it doesn't make any difference to me. So anyway, so I'm doing my bit, and I'm having a pee in a bottle, and I heard this creaking noise, and I thought to myself, is that the trailer settling, or is that sounds like the door of my bloody container going? What's going on here? And literally I'd climbed up the steps, drew the curtain round, got my bottle out and started peeing. It was within 30 seconds of me getting in the truck. I couldn't...
1.2 miles, take the exit, 15A, A43, towards Oxford.
Yeah. So I just couldn't fathom it out. So I flicked on the cameras, the me cam mirrors, couldn't see nothing because it's dark. I flicked the truck lights on. So I hit the switch, but the lights come on, which obviously disturbed them, scared them. The next thing I see is this black saloon car fly up the road with no lights on. And I thought, no, the bastards have been in the back of my box. So I get out, have a wander around. Yeah, they'd cut the seal with bolt cutters and prized the doors open. They'd only managed to get them open by about, half an inch to an inch, enough to see up inside. Thankfully, none of the goods in there were damaged or broken, or they didn't do that. But bastards! It's just and then
half a mile, take the exit, 15A, A43, towards Oxford, then keep left.
And then it's just a whole rigmarole of phone calls you got to make. Phone the company up, phone the police up, phone the company up with a crime reference number.
Take the exit,
it's
15A,
just bullshit.
Then keep left.
And you got to do it in case there was any damage, and the people that we're delivering to put a claim in. As it is, there was no issues whatsoever.
After 600 feet, keep left. Keep left, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
So we're
After
on
900 feet, cross the roundabout and take the second exit towards Oxford.
So we're on the lookout for a black saloon car parked up with a couple of blokes in it, parked up in a lay-by somewhere.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
I hope they see me and go, yeah, I'm going to target him. If I see him, I'm going to pull into the next lay-by.
Take the exit, then go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
Now watch him pull in, watch him open my box on and reverse right over the cunts. No, I probably won't. That's what I feel like doing. I might be tempted though.
After 600 feet, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, a 5,123 towards Oxford.
Oh, see, there's my mate on my shoulder. Go on, do it. I bet you can do it. Yeah, I bet I could do it as well. Let's hope we don't see a black saloon car, eh?
Take the exit, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit. After 300 feet, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43, towards Oxford.
Banging around behind me. Empty box, isn't it? There's the Rozzers. Where were you last night when I needed you? You weren't flying along the A43 with your blue lights on then, scaring the shit out of them. No! You were sat having a cup of tea somewhere, I expect.
Elizabeth bypass towards Oxford for 5.5 miles.
I do the police a disservice, really. I'm full of admiration for them, you know, really. I've got a mate that's... I've got a couple of mates that have served with the police, done their time. I understand the pressures they're under. We don't realise how bad it is. You know, they're putting their life on. They don't know. They're going into situations. You know, they're being asked to deal with violent criminals without being armed. It's like, hang on a minute. There's a bloke with a gun or a knife, and you've got to somehow try and subdue him with kind words and a feather fucking duster. Now, I'm not saying you should do what they do in America, which is just, you're looking a bit dodgy, I'm just going to shoot you. You know, I'm not suggesting we go that far, but we need to have some. We need to be able to show a little bit more force, I think. Well, I don't know why I'm sat like I'm sat. I'm sort of hunched up and fucking uncomfortable. That's better. Right, so the plan this morning. Get down. It's 2:30 now. I should be there by 4:45, which should give me enough time. Oh, bumpy. Should give me enough time. Stop for PM randoms on the way in, and then go into Pentalvers, get my box off, and then go onto the docks to get my box on for Monday morning, because I've got an early start. Surprise, surprise. I'm off to Felixstowe, but not to the docks, just to a. So now then, this is good shipping for you. So they shipped the box in to Southampton to go to Felixstowe. Whether why they didn't wait for a boat and ship it to a boat that actually docked at Felixstowe, I don't know. You know, you shipped it halfway around the world. You'd have thought you'd have got the right destination, wouldn't you? But there could be all sorts of number of different reasons why it didn't actually come off. It might have already gone to Felixstowe and they just ran out of time because Felixstowe are so slow, and it ran out of time to come off at Felixstowe, and the next port of call was Southampton, so they managed to get the box off in Southampton because Southampton docks are a bit more switched on. It could be something as daft as that. All sorts of different reasons. So we're looking in all the lay-bys now, looking for dark saloon cars. It's my new favourite thing now to do, going up and down here. There won't be that many trucks parked up tonight. There'll be the odd one or two though, going down the A34. Oh, yawning. So the only thing we're being powered by today is coffee and a breakfast biscuit. But they're quite nice. I've got these breakfast biscuits out of Lidl's, and it's like an oatmeal type biscuit, but it's like they call, I don't know why they call it a breakfast biscuit, because it's not. All it is a big fucking jammy dodger, really. It's an oatmeal biscuit, two slices of oatmeal biscuit with like jammy dodger material, jam and that whitey creamy sauce type stuff, sticky stuff in it. Fucking sound like in it. I had a message come through. Peter, thank you. I've been trying to think of a song to play on your radio show. And I can think of many songs because I do like my music. But I think one of my all-time favourites, if you could play it, and I'll write a message out as well, is Hotel California by the Eagles. But you've got to play it all the way through. You can't skip the end. You can't cut off. You got to play right to the very, very end. So I know it goes on for a while, but the best bits are at the end. When I lived up in Glasgow, I used to listen to the local radio station up there, and they played Hotel California, and they only played it halfway through. He started talking over it. And that drives me absolutely mental when the presenter talks over music, because it's, you know, it drives me mental. So I phoned in and complained, and I said I can't remember the words, but I was quite strong in my vocabulary, and I said, don't ever do that again or I'm switching off. And they were very apologetic and sent me 2 cinema tickets. Oh, you know, especially on a classic song. I mean, if you're playing Kylie Minogue, oh, you can talk all the way through her.
Towards Oxford.
But it's, you know, a classic piece of music. Oh, don't go anywhere near it. So it's I think North Cotswolds Community Radio, NCCR North Cotswolds Community, and it's Peter, I can't remember your last. Peter Lewis is the DJ. I think you can tune in digitally. I had a quick look. There is an app.
Take the second exit, A43 towards Oxford,
which I'll be putting on my phone soon, so I'll be able to tune into you, Peter. And I'll listen to you in the early hours, in the darkest part of the night. Like now. I can do a play again. I think you got that facility on there. So I hope you play some good tunes. Probably not best to mention my YouTube channel though. You might get I can imagine Doris from number 73 down at North Cotswolds. I'm trying to think where the North Cotswolds would be. I know the South Cotswolds. That'd be Stratford upon Avon, I suppose. I mean, is that North? That's North Cotswolds, isn't it? Yeah, I can imagine old Doris. Oh, look on YouTube. Fat bloke travels. Oh, he sounds an interesting chap. He's talking about putting his knob in a bottle.
After a quarter of a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
He's a very naughty
M43.
boy. It's like somehow Monty Python.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
I suppose it depends whether you want to keep your job or not, innit? I suppose, really. Well, if it's community, you do it for. I mean, I don't know enough about community radio, but I'm guessing that most of your time is given freely, which is brilliant.
For 9 miles.
I'll have to have I'll read up. I'll read up and have a look. But North Cotswolds Community Radio, boys and girls. You can tune in digitally. See what they're all about. Yeah, maybe not best to. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not best to mention. But then again, who knows? It would be funny though. It would be funny. Imagine that the head of your head of programming gets a complaint. I was listening to one of your presenters, and he recommended that we listen, look, and watch this bloke on YouTube. Most of the time he's incoherent and swears an awful lot. Not what I expect from a community radio show to be publicising and promoting such filth. Yours sincerely, Doris. I didn't come to live in the Cotswolds to listen to this rubbish. I wanted Shakespeare's sonnets quoted at me. Did he write sonnets? I think he might have. Yeah. But it'd be good if I had if we had a radio presenter that would promote the cause of truckers in the UK and the bullshit that we have to put up with. And the hours that, just because I had the police phone me up last night actually. And they wanted to go over my statement because it just gets through to a call handler and they take the details, then it gets passed on to a crime unit. See, there's the Rozzers coming again. So yeah, I mean, they got passed, so it gets passed on to a copper, and this female copper phoned me up. She said, I just want to go through the statement. It's been passed through as a crime, and obviously I'll just take a few more details from you. And I said, well, I think you got most of them. And she said, what were you doing? And I said, well, I pulled in to have a pee. And she said, well, didn't you hear the car pull up? I said, no, I was peeing in my truck. She went, and there was like a pause. And it was like, peeing in the truck? I said, yeah, I was peeing into a bottle in my truck. She went, oh. I said, well, what do you expect me to do? I said, I don't pee in the lay-bys because it stinks. And I don't think that's fair. And if you come along, you'd probably nick me. And before I knew it, I was on a sex offenders register for just peeing in a hedge. So I said, that's the life. That's what we do. And you could almost hear the cogs whirring in her mind, going, oh, okay. having no comprehension of that was even a thing, or that we would need to do that, or why we would need to do that. Well, there you go. I brought it home to you. And, you know, the speed in which things happen. The more I think about it, because I had electrical goods on, the more I think about it, the more I think that maybe that somebody somewhere knows. Because it happened so quickly from me pulling up, whether I was being followed and they were just hoping that I would pull in somewhere. Why is he going so slowly? Slowed right down. Now he's speeding up. Any Stowbox? And you know, it was just having to explain to her why what I was doing when I stopped. It was just, and a lot of people don't realise how we live, you know. I know you guys do, you know, the guys that follow me, but for those that are new to the channel and have only just started watching, you know, I leave house on a Sunday night or early hours Monday morning, and I get home either Friday night or early hours, like it will be this morning, early hours Saturday morning. I mean, this week I'm getting in at I'll get home probably about depends how long I am on the docks. It should be pretty quick, being Saturday morning and quiet, but I should get home by about 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. Sunday night, that's Saturday morning. Sunday night I'm going to be heading to the yard, because I start work at 3 in the morning Monday morning. So I've got to be in Felixstowe for 9, and with a break that's 5 hours. So by the time I've got into the truck, done my checks, had a break, allowed for fuckery, ran the M25 on Monday morning. Yeah, I need to start at 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure that I'm on site for 9. Because being ex-forces, I fucking hate being late. Absolutely hate it. It does me in. But in this job, you know, I'm running. Out of all the jobs I do in a week, I'm probably on time once. Yesterday I was on time, which is nice. I was actually there about 10 minutes early, which is really good. But most of the time I'm running late through no fault of my own, just through fuckwittery. You know, I try and start the time I need to start, but I'm restricted by laws and fuckwittery. That's what it's down to. It's two things that make me late. Oh, what is up with people today? They seem to overtake and then slow down again. This bloke is doing... He came flying by me, and now he's down to 51 mile an hour. Was it him flew by me? I don't know. How would he normally fucking put their foot down? Oh, we've got plenty of time. We're all right for time. So yeah, it would be someone. It would be good to have somebody that championed the cause of or the plight of truckers. You know, I don't. You know, I sort of document part of what I do, but I give you the. It was like the other day, one day this week, I spent 5 hours waiting to get a box loaded up. And in that 5 hours, there was no toilet facilities. There was nowhere to go for a pee, nowhere to get a bite to eat or a drink. You know, you got to be, and that's the thing. You know, the authorities believe we're totally self-sufficient, and if you're a good trucker, you are. You know, I am. Well, not a good trucker, but I am self-sufficient, you know. I could last, even though I'm low on fresh food, I've got enough tin food to last me another 3 or 4 days. If I got caught in a blizzard somewhere, I've got enough diesel on board I could hold up for another 3 or 4 days before I ran really low on food. And I got enough water probably for another 3 or 4 days as well. You know, I make sure, and that's probably being ex-forces, that I'm well prepared and kitted out. I've got loads of spare clothing, I'm bedding, you know, it wouldn't be a problem for me. But not everybody's like that. You know, some people live day to day. Some poor bastards don't even have a fridge. And some don't even have, if they have a poverty spec truck, they don't even have a night heater. You know, it's just the conditions are pretty you know, you make it how it should be, how you want it to be, you know. Anybody can be uncomfortable. So I'll pinpoint, as we drive by, I'll show you where I got done last night. It's just down here. As you can see, it's
a quarter of a mile, cross the roundabout and take the first exit, A43.
You know, it's not like a deserted stretch of road. And it was a similar sort of time. It was a bit later as well. It's about just
cross
after
the
4 o'clock.
And take the first exit.
That garage was open. Now down on the right down here, there's a lay-by. There's a lay-by on the left and there's a lay-by on the right. And I was on the going northbound here. I'm heading southbound at the moment. So the other side of the road, there's a lay-by on the right. And I got done in there. Literally pulled in. So here's the lay-by on the left. I don't know if you'll see any reflection of any of the trucks in there onto the right or not, or if there's even anybody in the lay-by. There's a lay-by down here somewhere. I don't think there's any. I don't know if you can see the lay-by now. It's down here somewhere on the right anyway. No, it's just around here.
After half a mile,
right there.
cross the roundabout
past it.
and take the second
so
exit, A43.
There's traffic going both sides of the road, you know, they're fucking brazen. And I say, it's not a quiet road or deserted road out in the backwaters. It's the A43. It's a busy old road. It's a rat run between. It links the M40 and the M1. It's a busy old road. If I said that enough.
Roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
Yeah, A43. Yeah, it's a busy old road. Yeah, nowhere's safe.
After half a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
So I'm letting the truck do the work for me. I don't know whether we'll make the lights or not. No.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
I've got to be right on this white line on the right hand side as I come up to here. Because it's quite tight as you go round. If you don't get it right, the side of your truck, if you're too close to the left, you'll take out the traffic lights. They're always getting hit, where people get it wrong.
After half a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
Looks like they've resurfaced the road back there with that sort of safety gravel, sand or something. Wasn't really paying attention, but I'm dubious now when I've got cars following me. I've got a car behind me now, so he could easily overtake me because I'm on dual carriageway, and he's just sat behind me. He's been overtaken. There you go. So one's overtaken me, another one's just sat behind me and dropped back a bit. I've slowed down to 40 mile an hour and he's still sat there. See? What's he doing? Drop right down.
After half a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
I don't think you go out on a rob in a Fiat 500, would you? But do you know what I mean? It just makes you a bit dubious. I'd like to see their faces if they broke into this one tonight. I parked up. Because it's full of fresh air. I'd learn them.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
A43. Let's clean the screen off. It's a bit.
A43 for 3 miles.
So I checked on the map. First thing I do in the morning when I wake up is always check the map, check the Google Maps, just to see if there's any road closures or fuckwittery in place. And everything looked pretty good. Not always a guarantee. Sometimes you can get to somewhere and it just sort of springs up on you, like it just sort of happens. 3 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Think of the overtime. Think of the overtime. Think of the money. That's all we seem to do, chase a dollar, innit? I just had the car had to go back into the garage to have a bit more work done. They quoted about, oh, I'll be under 300 quid. That's alright then. Go on and do that. Got the car out of the garage yesterday. Gorge Kira went to pick it up. 467 quid. I said, where did the extra 167 quid come from? It's supposed to be well under 300. Where did the extra come from? Oh, I don't know. Fucking hell. It needed new rear springs, apparently. One was cracked. M4 closed, that's alright, doesn't affect me. And yeah, and it needed exhaust clamps in several different places, which yeah, you know, it needs doing, and it's, I suppose it's labour intensive if they're all rotted. And I suppose replacing the springs there's a little bit of labour involved. And I suspect, being a Merc, springs weren't that cheap. And that was including VAT, so I suppose realistically it wasn't too bad. So it's a good job I do all this fucking overtime. But you know, it's horses for courses, isn't it? You know, I do the overtime so that I don't have to worry about getting a bill in for 467 quid. It's just a pain in the arse. It's just
and take the second exit.
Yeah, I can afford to do it. But if I didn't work the overtime, then it would be, well, yeah, you know, someone's got to give this month. So yeah, you know. Come on,
Cross
bit more
the
brake.
roundabout and take the second exit,
I'm going to have to step in a bit.
A43, then keep left.
Oh, she's off. Well, I didn't see any black saloon cars.
After half a mile, keep left, then keep right.
Well, I think it was a saloon. It's not the sort of car you'd go out on a VOD with, though, is it really? If you're trying to get goods out of the back of a lorry, you know, you ain't going to get much in the boot. You'd want an estate or a van or something. I don't know. It didn't really make sense. She's off again. Here we go. So just about to get onto the M40. This is Chilwell Valley. Again, another notorious hotspot for crime.
Keep left, then keep right.
That's gonna be alright. Yeah, be alright.
Keep right, then take the motorway.
Oh, I didn't see what the price of fuel was in there. But I haven't gone in for a while. So we go down here, one junction, get onto the A34, head south. Simple as. Camera's still going. So a bit of a nighttime drive. Salt spreading. Yeah, it's 2 degrees. I was going to say, it's salt spreading. Yeah, 2 degrees. It's been cold the last couple of mornings. No, that looks like the salt spreader coming up. Yeah, gritting. This time of year. wouldn't have thought you'd still need to grit in April. It shows how the season's all fucked up, isn't it? Oh, tired. I slept okay last night. I didn't get to... What time did I get to sleep? I was still awake at gone 7. So, I don't know. And I got up once for a pee. So I probably had around 6.5, 7 hours sleep last night. Bearing in mind I've been up since 12:30 in the morning. It's long hours, I tell you. Somebody I saw on one of the HGV forums I'm on Facebook, one of the Facebook pages, and they were saying about somebody had I might have a job opportunity to work on containers, what's it like? And there were so many different answers on it. It was just, yeah, there's pros and cons in every job, isn't there? Some people really liked it and some people hated it. I don't see what there is to hate, you know? Oh, I didn't like all the waiting around. Well, you shouldn't be in haulage then, mate. Most of the time you're sort of waiting around. I guess the only thing that where you're not waiting around is like bulkers and stagrainers and stuff like that. You just go in unless there's a queue to get in somewhere, or a quarry. But on containers, yeah, there is a lot of waiting around, you know. And I get frustrated, but I don't get frustrated. The waiting around doesn't bother me. It's the actual wait. The frustration comes from thinking about looking at the bigger picture and going, this is costing somebody somewhere money, which could put a company out of business, which could cost jobs and livelihoods. That's where I look at it.
Take the exit 9E05 towards Oxford.
But you know, just for me on my own, if I'm sat on a bay for 3 or 4 hours, it causes me problems, because it might either run me out of time or make it difficult for me to park up somewhere. But that's a personal level, you know. It affects me personally. It doesn't affect the company so much, other than the fact that they're you know, the truck's stationary for longer, and the more the wheels are turning, the more it's earning. I could be on to the next job earlier and getting the job done. Oh, this week I missed one whole day because of the fuckery that went on.
Take the exit 9E05 towards Oxford, then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A34.
But you know, it's, you know, the way the company look at it swings and roundabouts, because there'll be some...
Take the exit 9, then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
You know, there'll be days when I do a reload, so they're getting double bubble, you know. They, you know, don't get me wrong, the company will make its money. If I was a small operator, or one man band,
after a quarter of a mile, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A34, towards Oxford.
you'd be out of money. I mean, I did think at one stage I could get a truck, I could subby for this lot, because I'm always looking for subcontractors, so I'd be
Right on the
in work.
roundabout and take the third exit.
But by the time you jump through all the hoops of, you know, CPCs and O licenses and somewhere to park the truck and all that sort of malarkey, it just ain't worth it. It really isn't. And the cost of fuel and the cost of everything at the moment, servicing, repairs, it's just not worth it.
A34.
Apart from being able to choose when, well, you you can choose when you work, but you'd have to work, you know, your maximum amount of hours that you can just to make your money.
Follow A34 towards Oxford for 12 miles.
And there's no holiday pay or sickness pay. It's like, nah, can't be doing with it. Maybe if I was a lot younger, I might look at doing it, but certainly not these days. Oh, there he comes. Camera's still going. Well, I didn't see any black saloon cars parked up. I'm sure it was a saloon. I thought it was an Audi or a Passat or something like that. What's the price of fuel in here then? 175. Well, it's sort of stabilised a bit, but $75 across the road as well. It shouldn't be anywhere near that. Well, we've nearly been on the road 50 minutes now. The wheels have been turning. Past this lad here. See, I think the A coming down here is going to get a little bit busier at the moment because a lot of the hauliers are now choosing, it's speeding up, bastard. A lot of the hauliers are now choosing Portsmouth to ship out of rather than Dover because of the queues. The queues on the M20 at the moment are just horrific. And again, it's the poor truck drivers that are sort of hung out to dry. They're the piggy in the middle. Flush me in then, you know. Just going to stay on it a bit. van, 3:15 in the morning. I'm just being overly suspicious, but could be a courier. It was an older white van though. I thought about going back to courier work, getting a van and get myself into the courier game. I used to do it. I was up in Scotland just before I became a driving instructor. I started. I did a bit on the side sort of thing, you know. But the money wasn't regular. There was a reason why I stopped doing it, you know. Well, I was only subbing to one. I was subbing to one company. So I was relying on them for work rather than me finding work. I should have switched on a bit more at that stage and found my own work, really. I reckon my coffee is cooled just enough for me to have a sip. Ease off, let it drop down to 53. I was at 56. Better. Feel the caffeine soaking into me. Psychologically, of course. Oh, it just really hit a fucking bump. I use like a drinking flask type thing. Now, the best ones I've used loads over the years, those Bowden ones, they fucking leak, they're shocking, and they don't keep it that hot. Camelbacks, which are a really expensive flask, like drinking vessel, and those broke on me. But I thought I'd try, probably a couple of years back now, I tried, they sell them in Tesco's. They're Contigos, Contigos. And I use one of those, and I use it daily, sometimes twice a day. And the rubber seal sometimes goes on them, but you know, after a good eight months, you know, if you're only using it occasionally, then let's put my flask down and put my fucking lights on. There we go. Oh, there it comes. So yeah, I'll use them. Like I say, they get a lot of use. I get a lot of use out of it, and they keep it piping hot for hours. They don't leak. Yeah, it's a good flask. I recommend, and they're cheap. They're like 12, 13 quid, I think. Camera's still going. I'm going to be fucking home by the time it stops. It's probably all blurry and I don't know. I can't see it from here. I can't see the screen, you see, from where I am. It's hidden. Well, it's not intentionally hidden. It's just it's a funny angle. Tyrone. Anybody know what that reference is from? It's at a funny angle. Tyrone, you're supposed to be a professional. Oh, I am. Answers on a postcard. One of my favourite films. Oh, it's getting worse along here. And if I can feel them in this, they must be bad. You know, it drops me down. I was doing 53, it's dropped me down to 50. How good is that? Oh, I'm looking forward to getting home and having a nice long hot shower, proper shower, without having to wear flip-flops in the shower. You see some of the truckers' showers, not for the faint-hearted. I've been in the army. I said to the gorgeous girl, I said to her the other day, I said, you don't watch my videos anymore. She said, I've got to put out with you in real life. I don't want to fucking watch you. I don't think her medication copes that well with me. No, it does. Well, look at this. Fuck, where are we coming up? 800 yards. Here we go.
After 1.2 miles, keep right.
Okay. But try to. See how long this lasts. I don't know what they're doing. Are they doing anything? Is there anybody here? There's no signs of life.
After half a mile, keep right. Keep right.
There's flashing lights up here. And there's someone on the slip road. Looks like there might be. Someone on the slip road. All of that for doing something on a slip road.
Towards Newbury for 21 miles.
I wonder how they worked the risk assessment out for that. It's like on a slip road there, which is well off the main carriageway here. I know, we're cone one lane off at least half a mile beforehand. Was it necessary? If I was going up that slip road there, I would just do what I know. I was still approaching at the same speed as I was if it was just a normal, my speed didn't change. I didn't need to. There was no speed restrictions. I don't, yeah, anyway, don't try and figure it out, you never will. Still recording, fucking hell. Oh, I do make a good cup of coffee. But I'm going to buy some nice coffee. Because somebody very, very kindly bought me a coffee on that. There's a link in all my YouTube channel pages. There's a link to buy me a coffee where you can chuck me a couple of quid and I'll buy some nice coffee. Because it's what powers me along. So it is, every mouthful is appreciated. Just saw the sign there back for Dalton Barracks. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. Who was the very first person, and I bet you won't get this, the very first person who played James Bond? Now I know you're going to think it was, but it wasn't. So have a think about it. Who was the very first person ever to bring James Bond to life? Any ideas? You'll know the person. You'll know him. You'll have heard of him. I'll tell you. Because I don't think you'll ever... I didn't know this, and I'm quite up on with James Bond. The very first person to play James Bond was in a radio production. And they did a play. And of James Bond. And the person who played James Bond, and the character was James Bond, the spy, it was Bob Holness. There's a bit of trivia for you. Don't say you never learn nothing. Every day's a school day with me, innit? Yeah. Every day's a school day. You know, most of the time I talk total shite. Every now and again I'll come out with a little gem like that. See, you'll be on a pub quiz one day, and they'll go, the quiz master will go, who was the very first person to play James Bond? You'll go, oh, fucking hell, I know that one. And everyone will go, no, don't be daft, Bob Holness, fuck off. No, I know that, I know it's Bob Holness. No, don't be stupid. No, we're not putting down Bob Holness. Okay, question and answer time. Who played Bob Holness? No, who played James Bond in the very first James Bond? And everyone go, yeah. The answer is Bob Holness. Oh, I knew I should have put that down. Fucking idiot. Ooh, how did you know that? Well, Doris, you need to trust me sometimes. Oh, I'm looking forward to my holiday. I've got 4 days left. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, home Thursday night, Friday morning. Guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be sat in a fucking queue on a motorway, waiting to board the fucking shuttle. Fucking hell. Like busman's holiday, innit? Yeah, so I'll always make egg sandwiches before we go away. I never do it when I'm in the truck. I never make, I never like on a Sunday night make egg sandwiches. I should do. Whenever we do on a road trip, I always make egg sandwiches. I make really nice, real thick egg sandwiches. The trouble is, eating them when you're going along, I get fucking egg everywhere. I've got to wear a bib and everything. I've got to put a tea towel around my neck. Otherwise, it's fucking egg mayonnaise is fucking dripping out. Oh, it's really nice, but fucking makes hell of a fucking mess. Down my arms, up my cuffs. It's like feeding a 4-year-old spaghetti. Do you know what I mean? Oh, bum. Just about to take a fucking sip of coffee then. Well, it must be nearly time for a biscuit. Biscuit for a biscuit. Well, not a quiz as well. Show us that one. I don't know. How did you get into radio presenting, NPR? How did that happen? I could imagine myself as a radio presenter. No, I can't. Can you imagine? I'd be taken off air within half hour. No, you're not allowed to swear. How many more times have we got to tell you? Oh, only let a little one slip out. What do you mean I can't say the word arse? Bollocks. I didn't proper swear. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be... Well, I can do it, because I don't swear in front of my mother-in-law. I don't... Oh, I'd like to do like a call-in show. Late at night. And get all the weirdos phoning in. They're all pissed up. And I'm sober. They're phoning in requesting the song. Like Doris phoning in after she's been on the gin. Requesting some obscure song. Hello, is that a radio man? Yeah. What song would you like to hear then, Doris? But before you do that, what have you been up to? Well, I've been drinking gin since 4 this afternoon. Have you? Why is that? Well, because I can. Okay. So what song would you like to hear? Oh, I don't know. Well, you must have some song that you'd like to hear, otherwise why would you phone in? Well, I thought you could choose for me. Fucking hell. Come on, pick a song then, Doris. Oh, I'll have to think about it. Can you play a song? I'll have a think. Well, could you have done that before you phoned in? Oh, I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot. Yeah, I'd like to do a call-in show. So have you thought about a song then, Doris? Yes, I'd like you to play something by Val Doonican. Paddy McGinty's Car. I like that song. My Uncle Bert used to play it all the time. Paddy McGinty's Car by Val Doonican. And if you haven't heard Paddy McGinty's Car by Val Doonican, have a listen. Fucking hell. See, I have a wide spectrum of musical knowledge and taste. Val Doonican being famous for his cardigans. Yeah, Val Doonican. Paddy McGinty's Car. Look it up. Classic tune. Oh dear, why am I laughing? Must think I'm a fucking weirdo. That's because I am. Oh, let that be light. Maybe not. Well, we're powering on down. It's 3:32. You've been with me for a little while now. Just over an hour. Let's see how long this battery lasts. I bet you're hoping, fucking hope it fucking goes in a minute. So if it just dies and I just cut off through mid-sentence, you know why. Which is like all the rest of my videos at the moment. They just sort of die halfway through. I need to get to grips with this. But you just know I'm just shit at recording, so I don't. You can't polish. That's like they said. You can't polish a turd. Oh dear, oh dear. Do I care? No. And like I've said before, if you wanted slick video production, I'd be a video producer. I wouldn't be driving a fucking truck. You know, I don't edit anything out of my videos. What I record is what you see. I don't edit anything out. You know, I watch some guys, and they're pretty slick with what they do. You know, they're good. And they spend hours editing the video, but it's not real. So you see a sort of glamorous side of things, and you know the good bits, and you don't see the hour. You know, I mean, you're only spending what hour and a quarter so far with me. I don't know how far it'll go before it dies. It'll probably die in a minute. But I've got another couple of hours of all this bollocks yet. So I like to keep, you know, it's real, isn't it? As it happens. You know, I watch quite a few truckers videos, and I don't know, I just like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? It's fucking a decapitated deer there. I got a bit of it. Oh, that's going to be sponge all up underneath me fucking wheel arches now, I suspect. Oh, dirty bastards. What are they doing out on the road at this time of night anyway? They should be at home. Ugh, dear. I don't know what, you know, and there's so many people say, oh, the optimum length of a video. Well, I don't know if there is there? I don't know. I've tried all sorts, doing short videos, long videos. I've got to say that the long video I did the other Wednesday, I had like a right load of people watching that. And even if you've got to break it down into 3 different parts, then I'll break it down into 3 different parts. If your medication doesn't last that long, hey, you can't cope with watching me for 2 hours all in one hit. I don't blame you. I can't watch myself for fucking. Do you know what? If I want to make myself fall asleep, I put one of my own videos on. I could be asleep in 10 minutes. I bore myself to sleep. How about that then? Fucking hell. So all you people that watch me all the way through, thank you very much. I don't know how you do it. I can't even do it myself. Fuck. It's I'm still really humbled by the support I get, you know, and it's just, I find it quite amazing. I really do. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is really nice. And the people that comment, and you know, I always try to reply. Sometimes I don't always reply. I just stick a heart thing on. But I always read them as much as I can. But you know, it's just, it cracks me up. And the other thing I've noticed as well about watching some of the other vloggers, they seem to be a bit I don't think clicky is the right word. I don't know, it just I've always done my own thing, you know. I've never been one for got to join a gang, you know. And it does appear to be a little bit like that, where you've got different like gangs, if you like, or cliques. And the other thing is that they're always pushing people to subscribe and like and all the rest of it. And you know, I've been guilty of it a little bit in the past, but it doesn't bother me now. I mean, people are joining every day, and that's brilliant. If you want to join, if you want to join. If you don't, fuck off. I don't care. It would be nice to earn a little bit of money out of it. You know, you got to get. I think you got to get 1,000 subscribers. You get I think you got to get 1,000 subscribers, and you got to have over 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months. Well, watch hours not a problem at all. I got something like in the last 12 months, something like 16,000 watch hours, which is mammoth, I think, for the shit I put out. And subscribers, I'm on 600 and something odd. So I'm getting there. And it would be nice to get a little kickback from YouTube for putting all this like that. What was that? I just seen a shooting star, man. It was like a flare or something. Fucking hell. I hope that come out on video. I don't know if it will or not. Wow. I'll have to look through and see if I can find it. Mind you, where am I? Salisbury Plain isn't a million miles away. So it could have been something to do with Salisbury Plain. Well, it didn't look like a shooting star. It was too big. It was like a comet entering the atmosphere. I don't know what that was. Wow. Hey, what was I saying? Don't know. Forgotten already. Oh yeah, about like subscribers and that. Yeah, I'd like to get. You know, I'd like to. You know, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be well chuffed. You know, it's just appreciative of what I do, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, for any of you that have ever done cobbling together of videos, there is a bit of time involved. You know, I've got to download the videos out off the memory cards onto my laptop. Then I've got to piece them day by day together, and then I've got to do the title page, the thumbnail, and then I've got to lump them all together and make a video. I think they call it rendering. I think it's a technical term. You lump them all together, and that takes, depending on the length of the video, and then you've got to upload it, and that takes time as well. So yeah, there's a little bit of time involved. is a bit of a, you know, it's like a reward for your effort, if you like. But you know, you've got to remember why I'm doing this, and it was like I always say, it's all about me. it's to aid my memory loss when I'm older, sat in a chair and pissing myself. Nurse. And then there's the oh, watch the bumps, here we go. And then it's like if I wasn't talking to you now, I'll be talking to myself. Oh, fucking hell. I'll be talking to myself. And if I think the battery's going to die, so I'll just keep chumping away. So, yeah. So thank you all for watching. It really does. It's really nice to hear people saying hello and that. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, sort the roads out, come on. It's got to die in a minute. It's got to die.
After 1.2 miles, keep right.
So just coming up to Newbury services, M4. It's still going, it is still going. Wow. What was I saying? I don't know what that...
Half a mile, keep right.
I don't know what that shooting star thing was. It wasn't, it almost looked like it was a firework, but it was coming from above down. The trajectory was downwards.
Keep right.
Very weird. If it was going straight up, I would have said, oh, it's a firework or a flare. But it wasn't.
Follow A34 towards Southampton for 29 miles.
So I've got an hour to go before well, 45 minutes till I get to Randoms, have a pee, and then not stopping, straight on down into Pentalvers, get the box off, because they're open till 6 this morning. I don't know why they close at 6 in the morning, I don't know. Night shift I suppose finishes and that's it, innit? So I need to get down there sharpish, get the box lifted, and then I can have a bit of a break if I can find somewhere to park. Shouldn't be too bad really. Well, I might be able to find somewhere. If not, I'll have to. I don't know. There's a couple of laybys I know of, but it's just I can't guarantee that there'll be nobody on them. I wouldn't have thought there'd be too many on them, got to admit. Still going. He's got some lights on. So you've enjoyed it on the way down this morning. You kept me company, which is the main thing. So thank you for that. I think I'll probably get more out of it than you do, if I was totally honest. And at the end of the day, if I can make one person smile or chuckle or just like go laugh at me because I'm a fucking idiot, then my job is done. And that's the other thing as well, isn't it? You know, if I can put a smile on someone's face, either by being as daft as a brush or just by saying something stupid, then I'm happy with that. I don't, you know, it doesn't. It's good. All is good. And if I can do that, then my day on this earth is already justified in my eyes. You know, we got. And I'm not always the most positive of people either. I can be a bit. I'm generally optimistic, but I also have a large dose of being a bit of a pessimist as well. You know, and it's I tend to look at it as always as having an open view. I'm not only looking for all the good points, but I've got to evaluate the bad points as well. You know, some people just go, yeah, it's all going to be brilliant. It's all going to be